Thanks for stopping by. I am the Lincoln Lawyer. This is an important video and it concerns planning ahead. So we're going to discuss the legal implications of Kobe Bryant's untimely demise. So obviously, tragic situation, condolences to all involved, particularly the families of the children. So we need to get through these issues in a dispassionate manner since large sums of money are involved. So let's get started. Generally, there are three items that I suggest people have as far as planning for the future. Number one is going to be an entity that is the beneficiary of a life insurance policy. So the reason for this is that you generally want to control the timing and the amount of distributions of large sums of money, and life insurance policies are large sums of money. So you want to segregate the distribution from the beneficiary because it is unpredictable, and you want to make it predictable. So therefore you put this entity under the control of a trusted third party, and that party would control the benefits and then distribute them at the right time and the right amount to maximize various tax benefits and the individual situation. So number two is going to be a prenup. So prenups have been maligned, unfortunately, by an unfortunate class of blood-sucking vampire lawyers who thrive off the misery of others. And it is actually my belief and my opinion that prenups should be mandatory before marriage. That would decimate the multi-billion-dollar divorce industry. So the reason for this is that you have to understand that marriage is a business partnership. In the eyes of the state, the eyes of the law, and the IRS, it is a business relationship. And every business relationship must be managed and governed by a written agreement. So a prenup and a postnup are that agreement. So if you get married without one of those, then you are making a grave mistake. Okay, you do not want some guy on a bench who doesn't give a damn about you, who doesn't know you, making decisions regarding your financial future. Okay, this is just a warning, so take note. Last item, that's going to be a will or a trust. So, did Kobe have a will or a trust? We don't know. We just don't know, but we do know that he did not have a prenup. Big mistake. Okay, so I'm going to assume that he did not have a will or a trust. So he was a young man. He probably was not planning on having this tragic accident occur, so he probably did not plan ahead. Okay, so what do California intestate succession laws say about a person who passes without a will? In Kobe's situation, if a person passes with a spouse and with two or more children, which in this case Kobe left 3 daughters, then the distribution is 100% to the spouse of community property and 1/3 of separate property to the spouse. Now the children will get 2/3 of the separate property. Community property is simply property acquired during the marriage, and separate property is property acquired outside the marriage. Very simple. And there's also a list of items that are acquired during marriage that will also come under separate property, such as personal injury awards and inheritance. Okay, so the 2/3 granted to the children will likely be held in trust since they are minors, and distributed to them at 18, and the surviving spouse will likely be the trustee of that trust. Okay, so now that may have been what Kobe Bryant would have wanted, but more likely it's that it is not what he wanted. So a will or trust would have allowed him to make specific bequests of specific property to specific people. So for example, he might have wanted to leave a certain amount of money to his parents or his siblings as gifts, or he would have wanted to give away certain assets of his, such as trophies perhaps, to specific people. He may have wanted to make charitable donations of certain amounts of money to certain organizations. And obviously that is impossible with intestate succession. Okay, so that is about it. And what is the lesson that we have learned today? Don't let the state control where your assets go and how they are distributed. Thank you for watching. Be cool.